Hi, this lesson is to help you with your handwriting. We are on the number 7 in our MIC, Unit 18, Lesson 1. That is page 90 in your Handwriting Without Tears workbook. Also, go to your Handwriting Without Tears lesson guide for the Learning Coach and go to page 151. So we want 151 of the Learning Coach guide. Online, you have access to print out additional lined paper. I've printed that out here because you'll want to continue writing beyond the lesson from the workbook page. You can find that printable page here in your materials. Though this tells you to continue going page by page for 10 minutes, I'd like for us to focus on the number 7 and continue the number 7 for 10 minutes. If your student understands it very well and is handwriting through the page, the extra handwriting page for that 10 minutes or in less than 10 minutes and does a fine job, you may stop there. But we want to make sure that we do just a little more practice with each skill before we move on to the next one, making sure that we've done more than just one row of that letter or number. So now that we're ready, let's get started with our lesson page, activity book number 90, and we're on the number 7. Let's read the sentences together. Start in the starting corner. Make a little line across the top. I better slide down. Now, make sure that you're also holding your pencil correctly. With the hand that you write with, you can pick up your pencil like this, pinching it, and you swirl it around your fingers, and all of a sudden it's in the right position. You can also start at the top of the eraser, put your fingers, like all three, pinching them together at the top of the eraser, and slide down, and it forces your fingers to hold the pencil correctly. Try to make sure to correct your students' pencil grip. If they are pencil gripping like this, or like this, or like this, you are not in a correct pencil hold. You want to make sure that their index finger and their pointer finger are holding the pencil while it rests on the third finger. You could hold 2 fingers resting on that other finger, but the correct hold would be 2 fingers together holding the pencil. Please make sure to correct your students' grip as often as you see them change it back to that incorrect position. Correcting it now will save you a lot of headache in handwriting practice in the future. So now I can write a 7 starting in the corner. I slide to the right, and then I better slide down. I can also count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great job. Now look at your row of 7s and let's practice. Start at your starting point. Make a line to the side. And I better slide down. Do that again across the page, making as many 7s as you can. And when you finish, let's continue on the lined paper and do at least 2 more rows of 7s. One thing you need to make sure to do is leave a finger space between each 7. You want to leave finger spaces between words, so practicing with your letters and numbers as you write in handwriting is a great way to recognize leaving a finger space. So let me show you. I start in my starting place, go to the side, and better slide down. A finger space. Now I start at my starting point, go to the right, and slide down. And we make 7s across the page, leaving that finger space in between each one. Have your student practice 7s on at least 2 lines. If they're not doing well you'll want to continue practicing and remodeling how to do the 7 across the rest of that page. When you have finished with that page, come back to your activity book and re-practice all the other numbers that you've already done up to the number 7. Remember, focus on the correct grip. It will go slow the first time if you're correcting an incorrect grip. Just continue to recorrect it and make sure that they stay in that position, practicing over and over. Once you have finished and they do this 7 accurately, then you may mark this lesson complete. I hope this was helpful in showing handwriting for the number 7.